So automation of the sales order report. So myself, Sir Apurva Chaturvedi, and my team member, Ms. Amrita Kulshrestha. This is our Blogspot link. And in case you like the demo, then you can give us the email address for the free sample package, or you can download it from here, or copy of any Excel spreadsheets to be automated from Tally ERP or any other ERP, or give us any SQL code to be converted to DAX. So if I look at it here, so my colleague, Ms. Amrita Kulshrestha, she's got more than 8 years of experience, and she's actually going to be presenting this solution to you. So one more thing which is there is that what I wanted the colleagues to know is that how exactly do you download. So you go to mndatasolutions.blogspot.com, and I just will go here. Right, and I click on this, and once you click on this, then you get this turbo fast turbo reports Delhi data, and then you click on this HTTPS shining, and you come onto this particular drive, and this will actually give you your finance integration model. So you can download it and actually check the DAX code also. Now, sir, I'll go on to the next slide. What is the background of this problem? And the technical, Amrita will take it. The CEO of the company wanted to consolidate its sales order report with billing reports by GoDown. So the current status is that this report is actually generated manually, right? And the report generation actually requires at least one man day. So the Tally report, which is generated through Tally development language, it takes more than 20 minutes to refresh on a single day, correct? So the client wanted the solution to be plug and play. The data extraction should be done in off-peak hours. So the client wanted that the data should be extracted during the night time, so that his daytime operations are not impacted. Then there should be no load on Tally during the refresh of the report. So when the reports, they wanted multiple reports to be refreshed, there should be no load on the ERP system. They wanted more and more graphical representation and addition of more reports. They do not want any databases. So basically the client told us that they do not want any SQL databases. They just wanted everything to be, they didn't want to maintain any databases. So we had to convert all the SQL subqueries onto the DAX code. Then the client actually wanted to keep the solution either on premises or link it with Google Cloud. And the budget of the client was very low. So the turnaround time for the project had to be very, very quick. So for those of you who are from the Tally background, this is how this thing is. You will get the sales order report, which is give the sales order outstanding. And here you have the ledger, and then you have the bill receivable report, which is again by ledger, by bill, and the total in the pending amount. So based on the sales ledger and this thing, he wants a consolidated Excel report, right? Now, just to give a brief background on how Tally works, so you have got a sales order, and this is what we call the sales invoice. Now, a delivery note is not an accounting entry, it's just an inventory entry. That means I have, say, submitted the material to a particular client. So I will give a delivery note. But in sales invoice actually comes on to the, is linked with the delivery note. So delivery note and the sales invoice are linked by a tracking number. Now, sales order and the sales invoice are actually linked by what we call the reference number, and the sales invoice and the receipt details are linked by what we call the bill ID. So here you see there are 1, 2, 3, 4 levels of joins. Now the sales order can be analyzed item wise or go down a batch wise, right? So there are 2 more layers to it. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 into 2, 8 branches which are to be analyzed. So what Amrita would be showing you is that she'll be converting 23 subqueries onto the DAX code, that she will show how to do it. Another structure is that there's a voucher and there is a voucher inventory. So at each level, there is filtration and aggregation at voucher ledger and voucher inventory. A ledger entry is, affects your profit and loss, balance sheet, and so forth. And voucher inventory basically means your item movement. And these two are actually linked by custom functions. This is the core structure of this thing. So the staging layer is a JSON file. And between the staging and the normalization layer, the ODS layer and the data marts is actually what we have used the Power BI, right? So this solution is referenceable. So we have already deployed it. So our client has actually very kindly given us a reference for the same. So we are, this thing is. Now I'll come down to is that, what are we actually eliminating? We're looking to eliminate custom functions from Tally. So for SQL people, it is going to be eliminating custom procedures and functions in SQL. The second thing is we are eliminating complexity of understanding Tally and SQL databases and a separate database installed for analyzing data. So you get basically a lot of people actually are using connectors or APIs for extraction and reporting. We're eliminating that. We're reducing data extraction times, aggregates in the SQL code. So many of you who would have done SQL codes would actually know that, if I have to do an year to date or a month to date aggregate, I have to generate an aggregate for the same. A lot of time in SQL coding goes in business logic coding time. Maintenance times have been reduced. And we're looking to reduce the BI tool cost and the length of the SQL and the TDL code required to make the report and the reporting data size. So you see the DAX code actually compresses the data significantly, from Excel. So this thing. So I just want to know, sir, that do you have a Tally background or a SQL background, or how exactly where you're basically coming from? Hello.
Yeah, I was going to ask you a question similar to this only. I have a SQL and database background only, but my question was related to why so much of Tally is integrated into this
No,
process.
sir, it's not
Something that I
via
was
Tally.
wondering.
It can be done for anything. So it can be done. So what Amrita would be
Okay,
actually
okay.
showing you is converting the SQL data warehouse, onto the Tally. So
Okay.
if I look at my SQL data warehouse, so this is on my cloud, right? But all these procedures, because in order to make the reporting, then she converted all these CTE procedures onto the cloud. So I'll just actually probably connect to my local machine and actually show it to you. So it can be done through any database, and she's going to convert it through DAX, right? So your team has a SQL database. So we would be, you can actually also do it. The same thing. You can just take the SQL code, or you can give us the SQL code and she'll convert it into DAX. So I'll just show you. I'm converting it onto taking my database here. And just one second.
I'm not sure, if any SQL can be easily converted into another form of, coding. And it's not possible at all.
So,
As
you
you
will
were
see. So
talking
once
about
you have
going
it
to
in the
select.
CTE basis, there's something called a common table expression. Then she will show you how to convert the CTE onto the DAX code, and that the complete ETL is there. So this is actually a sellable product. We are not just showing it like that. We are actually selling this product, and we are showing how exactly you can do it. For example, if I pick up this particular database, so that is why you've come here. You've come to the right place on how to take that SQL and then convert it onto the DAX code, right? So these are my procedures. So we are actually initially all ETL developers. So so that is how it is. Okay, I'll once it opens up, then I'll go. And your data refresh times for the reports are going to be reduced. You should raise the ease of reporting. You should be able to work with Microsoft BI stack of tools. And the tool is point and click deployment. And the number of concurrent users for the report will increase because of very low refresh times. So where are your costs going to come down is you're going to have lower coding time, faster data access, easy to use desktop application, and you're going to have graphs, dashboards, and time series analysis. Now in SQL, you have joins. In DAX, you have joins and lookup value, joins and filters. In SQL, what we call as common table expressions will be converted onto what we call the variables in the DAX feature. And you have sum and group by and where, and you'll be using summarize and filter. So this is the conversion matrix which you're actually looking at. This is going to be the reduction module, 100 pages of information down to 1 page. And this is what the benefit is. So just before I give it on to Amrita, I'll just show you the sort of a sample procedure. So for example, this is a procedure which is there in SQL, which we have made in a data warehouse, right? Now, this has all been made with CTEs, right? Now, all this code had to be converted onto DAX. Is it clear? So, similarly like this. So we have a complete data warehouse wherein we can actually convert it onto the DAX. So with this, I stop my share and I give it over to Miss Amrita to show how exactly she has gone about making it. Amrita, over to you.
In the meantime, she joins.
Hello, sir. My name is Amrita, and I will show you the further processing of this automation sales report.
So Amrita, just one.
So,
Yes, sir.
so
Any
overall,
question?
when
Any
it,
specific questions?
No, actually, no, when you put it on LinkedIn, I thought it's going to be a common webinar where I can join it, but it's like it's happening one-to-one. I guess the people are more interested on the new age VPN these days, like Alteryx, Talent, the Pentagon, all right. So I thought your product is also coming into the same line, and people will be more interested. But
So
this
why don't
session
you
is
just see
happening like
how,
a
because
one-to-one.
I've given you the background, just see how she's converted the SQL code onto the DAX code. Because we are able to sell it, we are not deploying any database anymore. So you will see how exactly to do it. And then you can see the graphs and dashboards are part of the product. That will be downloaded.
Okay. No, what I was saying is that there is a more of order, there will be more reachability of this kind of products, right? That's what I was mentioning about. The way you put it commonly, on LinkedIn, right? So since it was interesting to me, I thought to, respond to this, I wanted to join.
Okay.
It's okay, please go on.
so sir, can I start the further processing of this sales automation report?
Yes, yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So basically, the purpose of the report gives complete visibility by sales order for sales invoice, delivery note, and receipt, and the GST paid. And it also gives sales order pendency details by the godown. So in this report, the attached assumption of the report are the sales order, sales invoice, credit note, delivery note are linked with the same reference number. And only those delivery note have been included that are not the part of the sales invoice. So in case the delivery note along with the sales invoice, so corresponding reference number is there, then the sales invoice number is taken into account. So here data has been taken from voucher inventory table. The code is framed in SQL as a shown below. Then thereafter, same code is framed in the DAX. So here fetching data according to sales order from the voucher inventory table. So in this document, I will show you the complete component report was developed. So here the SQL code for that. And after that, the DAX code are same for the same. So first of all, I am creating data for the filtered according to sales order from the voucher inventory. So in SQL, I am using having for the conditional, and according here, I am selecting some
Hello, Amrita, there's a problem at your end. So shall I take it up?
voucher number.
Okay, Amrita, I'll take it up because there's a problem at your end.
Voucher, document date,
Yeah, Amrita,
reference, party
Amrita, your voice
username,
is
company
cracking.
name, and some debit amount also. So in DAX, also select column. Here I am selecting a company name, cost center name, party name, SO number, SO date, and SO amount. And reference number. Or a reference number is formatted into the string format, and company name also formatted into the string format for the joining purpose.
And just one question. So all these conversion from one SQL to another is required only if we are not using the inbuilt database of DAX, right?
No, sir. So this
Otherwise,
can
all
be.
this part
Yes,
is
sir.
not
I must.
required.
So, sir, we have done it. See, this is a sample which we have done, right? So actually, I showed you, right? We had taken the SQL Server database. I have a data warehouse in SQL Server, right? And I'd converted it onto DAX. So the same thing. So she has converted the SQL CTEs onto the DAX.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
So that is what
If
she's
we are
doing.
using-
So you can give your SQL queries to us and we'll convert them onto DAX. I mean, this can be done. So just go with the SQL to DAX conversion.
Okay, but the DAX doesn't have any inbuilt database by itself. I think you mentioned.
DAX is a coding language which is built in with Power BI. So Power BI, sir, has got Microsoft Power BI has got various modules. It has got Power Query. DAX is a language which is actually which is part of the visual mode of the Power BI. So basically, we're getting all this data. This data has been imported from the database, and therein at the report level, you're converting all this SQL code onto the logic at the reporting database. Now, the benefit of this is that I'm importing the database onto the Power BI file. So I'm actually I can also take this data onto the cloud. And all this processing can actually be done on the Azure cloud. So it will work very, very fast.
Okay.
Understanding it? So she's taken all the SQL, this thing is, and then she's taken it onto the cloud. And so she's converting the SQL code onto the DAX code. That's what she's doing. So she's taking each one. Yeah.
Okay.
So all these are subqueries actually.
Back to Power BI. Okay. And then bringing all this converted code back to Power BI. And then the reports are shown within Power BI, or it will use a different reporting tool or something.
Okay. So Amrita, can you do me one favor? Can you just show, just open the Power BI file if you can for a second?
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that query part control because I have done this thing before, the query conversion from one part to another. Maybe how these converted queries are made use of in some platform. I think that would be more interesting to see.
No, your question, sir, is what exactly?
That is query conversion, I'm getting a good idea now. There is a query conversion platform, but how the converted queries are used in reporting platform, I think that is next interesting area to see what I'm saying. We can move on to the reporting platform.
Yes, so
how the queries are used.
So can we stick with because our initial topic was how do you take all the SQL query on and convert it onto DAX? And then this is the entire module. So you'll actually download that. You can download that module and you can make a lot of graphs and dashboards.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Okay.
Is it clear? Hello? Amrita, can you continue with the demo? Can you just show? Hello? Amrita, can you continue with the demo? Amrita? Amrita?
Sir, can I start the session again?
Yes. Please start. Yeah.
Okay. So after selecting data according to sales order, I did this same for the sales and sales and delivery. This is the conversion for the selecting data according to sales in the SQL. So here I am selecting some columns like reference, go down, voucher number, company, master ID, document date, and sum of credit amount as the alias name sum credit amount. Here I am selecting debit amount, sum of debit amount, and alias name was the sum debit amount from the voucher inventory table, and group by according to go down, voucher number, company name, master ID, document date. After that, I am doing here conditional for the sales.
The same code is in the DAX here. So in place of having a group by, I'm selecting summarize and filter. I'm using summarize and filter here according to sales from the voucher inventory table. I also select the same column like reference, go down, voucher number, company name, master ID, document date, and some credit amount and some debit amount also.
Yeah, Anita, can we move on to to the part where the converted queries are applied? Yes, I am getting an idea of how the queries are getting converted. I'm fine with that. But let's say we have 10 sample queries, right? How they are applied in the next step. I think that's more interesting to see.
For example, she's converted it onto DAX, right? So she's taken all the queries and she's converted onto DAX, right? Now, Amrita, open a Power BI file,
Yeah.
right? Now, this Power BI file, which you can download, has got all these combinations. So, Amrita, open any of the report. So we have got this data onto the staging layer, and then we have.
So this is the output of the report.
Yeah.
And this is the code for that. This is DAX code for.
So
we
once
are
that is done, the
sales
Amrita make
order.
any report. So now let's say, suppose you take sales order delivery note. So you can simply plug and play and make a report for that. What the Mr. Motho, you are saying that, okay, fine. How is it, how the report is made, right? Hello?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Amrita, can you make a particular
patterns,
report for the prospect, right?
that.
Can you make a report for the prospect? So just make a report from any one of them, how the report
Yes.
is made after this whole ETL process is done.
Yes, sir. So after completion of this code, I go to the sales order, sales delivery total receipt view and select particular column which I want here. First of all, I select bill name, company name, cost center name, credit note number, credit note amount, delivery note date, delivery note number, GST credit amount, credit note, GST amount sales, party name.
इसमें शायद data नहीं है. Amrita, can you just give me one which has data? Pick up from voucher inventory or anyone with it with data.
Yes, sir.
There is data. Okay, fine. Sorry, dear. There's data. Right. Go ahead.
For that, I'm
Yeah. Go ahead.
selecting like new sample company for that.
So you see, sir, after this done, then report making becomes very easy because you've done the entire ETL and Power BI. Actually, we're not clear on the question. Like, what is the question actually? Completely clear.
It's fine. Different data, it's fine. But you want to see the GUI part of it, how things are happening. So only functionality we are looking at. We're not looking at how the data is present. That's fine. The way it is creating, that's all enough to see, the functionality of the product.
So what she's doing right now, sir, is that she's taking, because we have to take some sample ERP, right? We've just taken for our purposes a Tally ERP. So she's extracted all this data. Then Amrita, just refresh all this data which is there.
Yes, sir, I'm also doing this.
Yeah, so if the data has been extracted in JSON, you refresh it, and then these reports will come one after another.
That's okay.
So she's just showing the complete process of how she went about it. Yeah, go ahead. Power BI OLX2 इसका दूसरा है ना नवंबर.
Which was, sir?
नहीं बेटा Power BI OLX2 थोड़ी है. Power BI उसका नवंबर वाले है ना.
End of November.
हाँ.
Yes, sir.
नहीं ये वाले पीछे ऊपर नीचे. हाँ इसका देखना.
So there is no extraction of companies option here.
Okay, fine. So now within the Power BI, you don't have any data. Okay, give me the control.
Yes, sir.
Make me the host. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, can I connect after 10 minutes or so? I need to get on some call. Can we connect after 10 minutes or so?
Actually, sir, we are not able to hear your voice clearly. You are saying that you want to get other people also?
Okay. Yeah.
So please share your screen.
No, I can connect after 10 minutes or so.
Okay, so yes, sir. Like if you wanted to see how exactly, I'll just share the screen. Just a minute. So this is a sort of a report which you'll get.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you simply pick up the objects from here. You know, you pick up the visual objects and you can make your reports.
Okay. I see. So I was saying, I will connect after 10 minutes or so if you're still on the line. Okay. Give it 10 minutes, okay?
Okay. Any specific questions? We
I would like to take just one of the 10 minutes.
okay. So you have a contact address. This is your mail to Muthu. This is the one. Hello.
Yes.
Okay, so sir, you can get in touch with us. You have our this thing whenever you have it. My number is 8802. Actually, we were not very clear on the questions. 8802463356. You can tell me, and whatever are your questions, I'll try and resolve it. Shall we close this meeting?
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, thank you.